Hi students, this is Dr. Garcia and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an introduction into our virtual classroom. So this is for Chicano Studies 3339 and I just want to remind you that this is where you'll go as if it were a classroom and also the way you would for a professor's like office hours. So I tried to give you as many tools as possible so that you feel prepared and just make sure that you go through everything in Blackboard. I try to be specific and intentional about the things that I placed in there. So I'm going to show you around and I'm excited to show you what I've put together. So when you actually enter the course, you're going to come to our homepage, which is actually going to look like this. And so here you see a little introduction, welcome to the course. You see a little bit about communicating with me. And then automatically you go and see all of the different modules for the class. And so there are 8 different modules. Okay, so Module 1 is most important now because it has the syllabus, which has all of the policies. And so I'm going to just show you a few things here. So it has how to contact me, which is of course Blackboard message, email. That's the best way to get a hold of me. It has my office hours and information about virtual office hours. I give you some learning objectives, so make sure to review them. This is a textbook with all of the information, software. I also tell you how to answer quizzes, and so you really might want to go through this document. So once we're back in our virtual classroom, you go to course calendar, and I also put an extra note of assignment dates. And this is also very important because I go through and provide you with details about when a specific item in our course becomes available and when it's due, and then the late deadline is posted in red. I also give you the possible points that you can earn, and then if there's any extra credit, I actually tell you how many points that will be as well. So this is another document that's really important. To be honest, I think you should print it and keep it somewhere that you'll see it, and you can always keep track of your own grades if you don't want to log into Blackboard. So this is another really important document. I also then provide you the reading list, and this has all of the material that we're going to cover for this term. So just keep in mind that this is, again, a super short term because it's a mini class. And so I'm going to cover the same information I would for a 16-week course. So here's different videos, different reading that you'll do, critical thinking, and again, different videos divided by module. So this is another really important document that you should keep in mind for the course. I provide you with a quiz, and then I also tell you a little bit about how to read. So the other place that you should go to when you log into the course is the announcements page. Any announcements where I have to communicate with all students will come here. Oftentimes, I will send an announcement and that will go directly to your UTEP regular email. Just make sure that if you want to respond back, you should log into Blackboard and send me a course message. This is just the easiest way to get a hold of me because then I'll respond super quick. So you'll see email and Blackboard messages on the left-hand side, and you can just create a message, send it to me, and I try to respond within 24 hours. The other thing you should look at are my virtual office hours. So one of the announcements that I've already posted are the different lectures that I'm going to give in our virtual conference space, our virtual classroom. So you'll be able to log into the course and chat and interact with me like live dynamically. So I hope that you either take the time to come to office hours or you actually come to the lectures and interact and ask questions so that we can have more of a dialogue. So The last thing to keep in mind are my grades. And this is where you check your grades to see how you're doing on different assignments. So you can see the maximum amount of points on the bottom here. So for example, for discussion board, and I'll clean this up a little bit, there's a few different points. So quiz 1, for example, is 5 points. And so depending on what you earn, you'll be able to see it there. I'll always provide feedback, like great job, or these are the things you should work on. So please make sure you look at the feedback to make sure that you can always do better next time. So we're gonna move from navigating the course to other things that you should keep in mind. And I labeled this important information under assignment information. So I've asked you to do some things in discussion board, and these are the things that you should keep in mind. So remember to affirm, to provide solidarity with your colleague, and then to also be able to critique. And that will help you get maximum points within the discussion board. Just make sure you are respectful and you try to be encouraging in a critical way. And this will also foster a positive learning environment. And then you should also, I labeled how to take, I'll come back to that. The other thing you should keep in mind is that your final worksheet, your final assignment for the course is already available to you. So I ask you all to make reference to pop culture, and I'll change the due date for this one, but you already have it available. I would encourage you to take a look at this and take a look at the questions and start thinking about how you would want to do this final project. And then remember that you really can't finish it until you've done the majority of the course. So I would start this in like late November. The last thing I want to show you is back in Module 1. And this is tips for how to read for this course. So I give you both the PDF and the Word just in case you decide you want to download the Word. So for everything that you're reading and watching, you should really take notes and try to learn it as best as you can. These are the notes in the way that I would take anything that I was reading in graduate school, anything that I was reading that really excited me. I would always try to memorize these 5 things of almost everything I read. So I'm encouraging you to use this to take notes. This will be very helpful when you do your exam, and you'll be creating a fantastic annotated bibliography by the end of this course. That might come in handy for some of you. I also ask that you cite properly and for you to use Modern Language Association format. I'm happy to go through that if you're confused or unsure. So I hope this has been helpful as you get more familiar with the course. Make sure to take a look around, and I'll do my best to keep you informed and up to date, and so that we make it like a great term. I'm super excited. Bye.